What are the events that are now really winning to help retain or also attract?
Events. Okay, so events. Yeah, events. I see there being internal events and then external events. So there are events that are like you renting out your space, and that's another revenue stream. And then there's those internal events that are to bring new people in and keep the members engaged. So like most co-working spaces, we do lunch and learns. They are popular, and that's people in the community coming to us. They fill out a form that says what they want to share. It cannot be sales. It has to be that they're sharing a skill or knowledge. Those are pretty popular. We also, I think for our community ones, and we talked about this earlier, Chris, because I know you do it at Sweet Genius too, but we found that our bar isn't going as well since the pandemic. And so it's our morning events. It's the things that don't involve alcohol. And when people are here already, those ones are going well. And we talked about this too, Chris, that your event is a different client. And so the events that we put on in the evening are not going to be our members that have been here for 8 hours a day. It's going to be outside people coming in. And then the events we have at lunch times and during the day, that will be the members. But they're not going to come back, or they're not going to hang out unless we've got like a mad speaker. But yeah, that's what we find. So they're two different demographics, honestly, and we're trying to fine tune that right now.
So I'm going to, before I jump over to you, Chris, I'm going to publish our second poll and would love to just hear from everybody on the line what kind of events you are currently hosting in your space. Like, there's so many other ones that exist out there, but here's a couple of good examples. Happy hours and open houses being really popular. But any interest group events, I would say, and this is a huge one in terms of really creating successful community, is, having a starting point for people to talk about something. So if you have that interest group event where it's, it's all focused on networking and the whole premise is come meet more people, then people are showing up with that intention. If it's a book club event, it's because they're excited for that book. So yeah, would love to see what folks are currently doing or not doing. We do have a couple folks that are saying they're not running events, and that's okay too. Happy hours and interest group events are the top two, which is awesome. Community member-led events that's just bumped up to the top two, actually. And that's an interesting community member-led events. I love this initiative where it's really allowing your members to, again, they're taking initiative for their experience. And I think that that's a really healthy sign of a healthy community. Maybe, Chris, I'll shift over to you. These are great answers. It's great to see, interest group events, but would love for you to speak maybe on the strategy behind the events that you're hosting now at Sweet Genius, and also the cadence, like how often you're now hosting events.
So similar kind of what Tessa had touched on. So we host 3 events, and kind of the situation with what Tessa noticed with their bar and like post COVID. Happy hours used to be a huge thing at Sweet Genius. So they were before my time. I joined after COVID. But all I would hear is that they would go, like, they would start at 5 o'clock, and sometimes they would go until 9, 10 at night, and people just like enjoying themselves, hanging out. But we've noticed that's fallen off drastically. People are drinking less. And then I noticed that, like, when we provide drinks, for folks, most people reach for the non-alcoholics. So whether that's like non-alcoholic beer or whatever, most people reach for that. So it's one of the signs that we notice. I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't everyone's jam. And so to get more numbers out, we introduced doing waffles on Fridays. And so we kind of like, we have like the 3 main events kind of circulate every week. So we have 1 event a week. Thursdays are still going to be our happy hours. Fridays, the following week after that, the Fridays will be waffles in the mornings. And then the following week after that, when we circle back, it'll be on the Wednesdays. We do, we do a lunch. So I'll make like, I'll do a charcuterie for folks. and I'll kind of like go home. You know, I'll brew I'll make some like fresh iced tea, and then I'll make like I'll do like the full board. I'll like to make like a salami rose, that kind of thing. The members joke that I'm a cured meat florist with it because I just
It
throw
really is
out.
crazy to me